All right, we did it. Pretty sure we did it.
Hooray, hooray.
We made it. We're live. Hello, everyone. And at some point you will show up here and you will find us and we will be here having some fun. So we'll wait for a couple people to come on. And I can see already that it's working in at least one of our groups. It's a good sign.
It's on my YouTube, so we're good.
Nice.
So that one person on my YouTube is probably me.
Yay. So I'll just hop in because I know this is going to my Facebook group. So welcome everyone as you come in. Yesterday we had posted that we were going to be doing a channeled musical event, and we had a really funny occurrence where the piano wanted to sound like a saxophone, and it was kind of weird. And so we were just having so much fun laughing about how ridiculous it was that we thought maybe we could play a little bit more and come on to play a game. And Danay, this is all Danay's idea. I'm going to let her speak to it. But yeah, we thought, like, let's get together and have some fun. Although the piano does sound like a piano again. So we get to go back to the normal sounds. So thanks for being here. Danay, do you want to talk about your inspiration to have some fun?
Sure. It was entertaining. So the hello that we have in the chat is from Natasha. I was trying to figure out who was here.
Perfect. Hello.
Oh, Sheila, are you frozen? You good?
I am good, but apparently if I'm frozen, I'm frozen.
No, you're good now. Anyways, okay. So yeah, the situation yesterday, and Natasha, you were on the call, so you got to see it as well. James's piano wasn't cooperating, and we were joking around that was because Mercury is what I like to say in the microwave, or retrograde. And it's funny because a program got opened on his computer that wasn't opened when we did other tests and such, and it just didn't work. But I thought, why not have some fun with this? And we did a little like piano bar sort of thing at the beginning of the call. And then I thought, why not have James play some music? We'll get a live going, get people excited about music and have some good frequency, tell you guys a bit about what we're doing and, close off the call. So I just wanted to do something fun to help people with the frequency and such.
Perfect.
So yeah, say hi in the chat if you're here. I see there are some people watching, so I'm excited. How we kind of envision this going is James will play some music, and you will guess in the chat what's going on, what's he playing, and if you have absolutely no idea, then guess the decade.
And okay, should we keep track of who gets the correct answers?
Yeah, well, it'll be in the chat. We'll see in the chat.
Okay.
Just to remind people, though, right now, all we can see is Facebook user. So if you want us to keep track of your points, you'll have to actually give us some names or initials with your guess, something that lets us know who you are.
And it's only going to be a short snippet, so you're going to have to be on your toes. The whole song.
Yeah, can't be the whole song because then it'll ruin it. And there are no lyrics. Neither Sheila or I will sing.
We promise not to sing.
All right. So I guess ready or not, we'll get started. James is not going to be able to talk while he does this. So we'll pretend that we can read his lips and then do a commentary of what he says in the most ridiculous ways. Any final word, James, before we start up?
I'm good. Well, I'll play a short snippet, okay? And if everyone gets stumped, I might go longer. I might give you a little bit more. We'll see. We'll have to see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. But right now, I'm planning a short snippet. So
awesome.
We'll see how that goes.
All right.
So I will go on audio.
All right. All right, take a guess. We're paying attention to
Everything always sounds familiar to me, but I don't know what it is.
I know what that one is, and I can't say it because, well, I could guess, but it would just ruin it for everybody else. So, James, you want to do another rendition of the short for people to hear? Yeah. Oh, we've got a guess here. Peanuts. James, is it Peanuts? No. This is fun. I know what it is. I'm not usually good at I'm like singing it in my head, trying not to sing it out loud. It is not of comic book. It is actual like artists, well known. It's from, I'm going to guess poorly. Actually, Sheila, you should tell me.
You want me to give you a decade?
Yeah. I mean, I know the song, but I will probably screw up the decade.
It was released in the 60s.
See, I was going to say 70s, but yeah. So
I have a fun anecdote that I could share. Well, okay, this is really telling my age, but back in the day when there were world expositions and you called them Expo, I went to Expo 86. Some of you were born and some of you were not. Some of you were 3. I was hanging outside and this performer was actually playing. And the security guard was trying to make sure I wasn't trying to sneak in. I was like, I didn't have a clue who it was. And then afterwards, I realized who it was and how famous he was. It was kind of fun to think I just was hanging outside while he was playing in the Vancouver auditorium. So, but I don't think we have any guesses, even though we have 7 people on now.
I think we've just made it too hard. I'm surprised I know. I can give a hint.
Give a hint.
Well, this one's a really big hint. It references a color of a particular part of us.
All right. Should we just let them give up?
I guess so, unless somebody pops in the chat, but maybe we need to play something a little more obvious or maybe a little more later. I don't know.
Maybe.
So, there it is. Who said it? Natasha, Brown-Eyed Girl.
Yes, Van Morrison. That's a very good song. I always liked it. As a brown-eyed girl, I've always been very partial to it.
I was going to say it's a song about Sheila, but.
Yeah. All right, James, let's do something else.
I recognize it, but I couldn't tell you the name of it.
Yeah, they might still be too old for some of these young people on the call. This is one of my favorite Canadian performers. but he is world famous. Well, definitely through the States. That might be a tough one, though. And we could give a hint. It's still referencing a certain body part in some ways. Oh. All right. This one might be too tough.
I don't even know. Oh, that's tough. Is there like a chorus part that you can play of that song? No? Yeah, it's tip of my tongue. I don't know the name. So, Sheila, do you just, I don't know if anybody's taken a guess. I don't think anybody has.
No, it's all right. The song is called These Eyes.
Oh, yes.
By the Guess Who. So Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings. Maybe too Canadian. Hard to say. All
yeah,
right.
that would have been the case. All right, play something a little more recent. Maybe. There we go.
We got a winner.
Sarah. So we got it. Somebody guessed it. You just had to play for the younger crowd. Maybe try something from the 80s and see, because Clocks, I think, is 2000s.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. So we had two people who guessed that. Yes. Unless it's the same person, just offering more.
It's mainly Natasha and Sarah who are saying, and one of them is 28.
Perfect.
So, all right, James. You started singing it.
I did. That's the perfect spot to stop because your brain just goes, very good. Someone guessed it.
Yep. There you go. So you just have to pick something that's really well known and around the age of 28.
Not more recent, though.
No, but ABBA's pretty known, so.
Whether you like it or not, they will. In fact, when I was on that cruise, there was at least one, if not more, ABBA sing-along nights because everyone was so excited about it.
That's funny.
And it was fun because they put all the words up on a screen because I kind of know them, but just not quite. And so it's fun to be able to see them for sure.
It's fun when you look at things like misheard lyrics. Some of them are absolutely hilarious. And I guarantee you there's some ABBA songs with misheard lyrics. I mean, I find out years after singing a song that I've been singing it wrong.
It's always fun.
So it's fun. It feels like James is like just a mime and he can only speak musically.
That's fun.
It's all good. James, next one. What do you got?
Oops, sorry.
you got the artist. What's the song?
It's funny. I can think of all the words, but not what the chorus is. That was such a good song, though. Oh my gosh.
Look at me now. Anybody know the song? Song title. It is still
Just
called.
say it.
Oh, I don't know the title. Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
you don't.
I know the lyrics. Yeah, I don't know. I just know the lyrics. Yeah, Bill Collins. Let me see here. I don't think it's called Take a Look at Me Now.
Oh, I guess. There it
Odds.
is. Against all odds. I was thinking Phil Collins was the master movie and TV soundtrack person for a lot of that time.
Well done communicating without being able to communicate. Oh, I'm assuming Sarah said that, but I'm not sure. Yeah. All right, James. That was a good one. I do love that song. Yeah, that one I was going to sing. I know this one.
That's a really good one. Boy, this is kind of blast from the past.
Yeah.
All right. Natasha should know this one.
Yeah, Natasha.
She might have hopped off.
Yeah, it's definitely an 80s song, and it's definitely somebody who was very popular in the 80s.
And she's still around. She always had very colorful hair and colorful clothes.
I mean, you can pay attention to particular cues.
There you go.
Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, there's Natasha.
Yeah, I don't even have to tell you.
There you go. Nice. That was a great song.
Yeah. I love that song. That one's a good one.
Well done.
All right. Yeah, so Natasha, you have it, but you're missing the greeting part of it. Yeah.
It's one of Danay's least favorite expressions. Don't ever make the mistake of saying, "Hey there."
Come on.
You can say, "Hey there, Danay," but don't say, "Hey there." I never actually knew that the band was called the Plain White Tees, and so I loved that song, but I never knew, and the name didn't stick for me. So considering I don't know anything else that they did, I'm not sure that it really stuck around for anybody else, but I could be wrong because maybe I just didn't know all the other wonderful songs that they did.
Yeah, no, this one's a song that actually has some meaning for me. So it's kind of fun that James played that one. Yeah. Oh, that one's so good. That's perfect for anyone who's around my age. Very popular group. Yep. What's it called? If it helps, there's a month in the title. She may be typing it. We could have been showing some of these, but they all say Facebook user as opposed to who they are. So, Sheila, any guesses since you don't know?
I don't really know, but I know it's something about September ends.
Wake me up when September ends. Yeah.
Okay, wake me up. That one I never would have gotten.
No, I like that one too. Good job. Yeah. That one is on the tip of my tongue. I know it.
I got nothing on that one.
Oh, yes. Not Michelle Branch, but somebody else who's popular, probably around the same age. And a clue would be American Idol. If you want a dead giveaway clue, and I can tell you when they were an American Idol.
I think the only American Idol person I know is Kelly Clarkson. Oh, okay, good. That's what.
That would be it. She was the very first.
Okay. Natasha got it before I did.
Yeah, and the song is called Breakaway, I believe.
All right. Yeah. Well done. Well done.
So, all right, James, you want to do a couple more? I think we have time for a couple more. Sheila, that's all you. Do you want to jump on it or?
Well, yes, some of us were alive in the 80s and in school at the dance, jumping around, playing the air guitar, of course.
Yeah.
I love it.
People have to know this one.
Yeah. I think it's funny because I wrote the 80s, but it put it in as you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
There you go. You got it. And I like how I said, Sheila, do you want to jump on that?
Yes. That's a good one.
I like that. All right. Go for it, James. Yep. That one is a good one. Yes. I did say it was Dirty Dancing. Yep. Good call. Who was that? Who's the lucky guess? Sarah. I don't even know if Sarah was alive then.
I can't get the comments to stay like live so I can see who's doing things, but yes. Now who was the singer? Do I even know that?
Oh, I don't.
I mean, we could sing all the words, but I don't know if I know who did it.
I don't know the singer. I can hear his voice. But yeah, I do want to make a couple comments because Sarah, when we were talking about breakaway, she was going to call it takeaway, and I was like, she's got food on the mind. And she said that she watched the replay of Dirty Dancing. So I think that's funny.
All right. Should I cheat and look it up? Or does somebody know what it is? Who sang that infamous song? All I can think of is Patrick Swayze because he's like the one who's so in that song, but I don't think he sang it.
Oh no, they danced to it, but
I'm aware. Oh yeah. See, I wouldn't have known this to say out loud. So Bill Medley and Jennifer Warrens.
Mm-hmm. James knows. He's got all the answers in front of him.
I know. But he's busy looking up the next one. I think they won the Oscar for it too. I don't know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure they did.
There are a number of people who have tried to mimic that move at the end of the movie, The Lift.
Mm-hmm.
And there are entertaining stories about people attempting it in various capacities. So, all right, James, what do we got next? So this is a very, very popular artist. I think he mainly started his fame in the 80s, though. But this guy's loaded. Probably like the top artist of the world, or one of them.
And I would put him before the 80s, but
It's true.
yes.
Oh, yeah, he's much earlier than that.
1973 is when this particular song kind of hit the charts.
It's actually a really lovely song.
Yeah.
It is Elton John.
Oh, then I'm wrong.
No, see, I thought it was the other song yesterday when James tested it. But James will play the other song next that makes reference to a particular name. But it is it's called Your Song by Elton John.
There we go.
But I laugh because the beginning of that song makes me think of another song, which is very entertaining.
I suspect we thought it was the same song, but yeah, he's still like 60s, 70s, and went all the way.
Yeah.
Still right, going.
Do you want to play the song that we thought it was?
Can end on that. He might not know what we thought.
It makes reference to a question that Sheila asked you before we went live. You don't remember? Oh. It makes
when I asked about what she had been calling you.
Yes.
Those all these names. She keeps calling you all these different names.
Yeah.
Yes, our people do know that one. And it's funny that they sounded similar. I've never listened to them but yeah, I just had that in my mind when you were playing your song.
Yeah.
So, and they don't sound alike.
Yesterday. Yeah, I made the same mistake yesterday, and then I realized. But yeah, the channel kept calling him. James kept calling them the Piano Man, and I cringed, and apparently so did Sheila. So I checked with James, and he was okay with it. I assumed because the channel would have stopped calling him that, but every time they did it, I was like, "Stop that!"
It was pretty fun.
So, yeah, James, you can hop back on mic.
Yeah, well done. That was great selection.
That's fun. I like that. I could see us doing this as an actual Zoom and broadcasting it where people can chime in quickly into the chat.
Yeah. I think we need to let people know so that those, like if you're going to a pub trivia night, you're like, yay, it's going to be music night, and get the people who are know that they know their tunes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me? Am I back on?
You're back on.
Okay. I wasn't sure, I was thinking, maybe 50s, 60s. I didn't know what to pick. So I kind of went into the 80s and later. So
no,
it depends on the audience.
No, it was good. And we've got comments in the chat that it was fun. So I think if we this was inspired yesterday, and we had to find timing that worked for the three of us to get on and do this. So I think we can do this again. I think we can.
Yeah, that was fun. We'll
and then maybe in the chat, guys, write down the decade you want of music, and we'll see. Maybe we'll make it a themed one of that particular decade. But this is what we plan to do. Part of this at the retreat, to have some of this fun stuff, where James will do some entertaining piano, and if we end up getting enough courage, maybe we'll do some karaoke as well, because they do have a sound system at the venue. So I think it would be a lot of fun.
So you need to deny. Everyone needs to bring lyrics. So that's usually the problem. Is you can hum or say a few of the words, but then that's it, right? So we need to have the lyrics. We need to have the lyrics ready and available.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, we've got a comment here. It's Sarah. She's like in the 90s, but she said she was almost alive by then. This is where we don't feel old. So anyway, Sheila, James, maybe if James can show up, but Sheila and I will be holding an info session tomorrow for the retreat, if anybody is curious and wants to get into the musical vibe of things. But we are definitely going to do this again. We wanted to test it out and have some fun and see other things that we can do that helps keep the frequency up and have people have lots of fun with it. So thank you, James, for sharing your magical gifts.
No problem. That's my piano in the background there.
That's your bigger one.
Yeah, he's playing the only the little performance one. It's not grand.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I love it. Someone said needed laughter today, and I think every day it's fun to find a reason to have the lightness, the playfulness, to laugh out loud about something. I started watching a show. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I started watching this series, and I've been continuing it because I just have been laughing out loud with the acting and the characters, and it's all just really light and good fun. So I think wherever you can in your day, find that bit of playfulness.
Yeah, for sure. So if anybody's curious about the retreat info session, we'll drop some links in the descriptions or in the chat, depending if it's on Facebook or YouTube. But yeah, stay tuned. We will do this again. And so far we've got a request for the 90s. And if we don't hear any other ones, then it will be the 90s.
So that would be my weak spot. I don't think I listened to anything real in the 90s. It all sounded the same to me.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. The 90s would be more my forte, I think.
Probably, because you are much younger than I am. That would make sense.
Age is but a number that we represent ourselves in.
I keep saying the same thing.
All right. Well, thanks to everybody who showed up or maybe watched this on the replay, and you kind of got to cheat because you may have seen the comments, but that's just even more fun because then you can listen to it with a whole new perspective.
Well, it's true. Or you could just you can press play, and I mean, this will be after the video's done, and then guess with your eyes closed.
Well, there. It's always fun.
Cool.
All right. Have a wonderful day wherever everybody is, and nice to see you. Thanks to Natasha and Sarah and Anna and anyone else who was in. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.